Alright, after installing your hanging tracks on the wall, either via stud in the back or if it's a drywall or concrete, of how that's done, gives you all the hardware that you're needed for it. Mine went right into the studs, so I didn't have no issue. But it does provide anchor screws for either drywall or concrete if necessary. You're going to install the vertical rails here. Alright, you can either just push it up, lift it out, and then push it up and slide it right in there. So that way you can put it anywhere you want. Okay. You can also slide it to the side if you want, but not necessary. You can't push it straight in. Just slide it in. Bam. And then you're gonna put screws. We'll attach the screws to secure this. All right. Once you got your vertical rails in place, they kind of hang freely. You can double check to make sure they're plumb, but they should be plumb without doing anything. Up and down. And then you just pilot holes, just drill holes here, and then here, and then of course, depending on the hardware you need. If it's a drywall or something is a hollow in the back, then you're just gonna slide this out of the way, and then we'll put the bigger hole with the drywall anchor behind it, slide it back in place, and then we'll secure it. All right, so I got my 2 holes for the rail here. This one is stud, so I don't need to do anything. Unfortunately, this one is just a hole in the back, so I'm gonna make the hole a little bigger, and then put the drywall anchor in there, and then we'll secure the rail. All right, so I have the hole bigger. The directions tell you use a 1/4 inch drill bit, make the hole bigger. And I'm just gonna take the drywall anchor and push it in. And then now we'll finish our attachment. Now, just a side note, they do have toggle bolts that you can use behind the drywall. You'd push them in. You'd push them in the hole going this way, and then you would just leave them there, and then this screw would go in and open up the toggle bolt, or push the toggle bolt back and open it up, and then it'll secure against the drywall as it pulls back. I don't really like these too much. They're good for really heavy equipment. This probably, since I'm not going to use this for really light stuff, I just use the other plastic anchors. That way, if I need to move it, if it doesn't work out, it's easier to move, and I won't lose the toggles. That's just a personal preference. But if you need heavy duty, you definitely want to use the toggle bolts. Okay, now the rails are in place. We got the brackets. Just going to install them here. You're going to push them in and just pull them down. Good to go. You can do the same thing to the other side. Easiest thing I do is just count 1, 2, 3, and then just 1, 2, 3, and just put in the same place. Okay, now I got the shelf. This is the short shelf. We just slide on top. You'll see these hooks in the back. So there's hooks right there in the back. They're gonna slide in there. First, you want to make sure that you're inside the bracket. Okay, so you got this inside. Now come back, make sure that's in there. Just now pull forward towards you, and those should be locked. There you go. They lock in, and you're set. Now we can hang the rod support brackets onto the shelf. Just slide it in through this. Slide it through the small part here. And just put that back part in and pull the front down, snap. Pretty simple. Make sure there's spacing. I believe they said no more than 36 inches. 36 inches apart. So bring it in, slide that back, pull it down. That's it. And then now, here's the rods. One side already has it in. So we got these support rods, or the plugs on the end. Try to do this one hand here. Need a cameraman. Alright, here we go. So just push those in. Easier with two hands. And there you go. Voila. Alright. Start hiring my kids again. Pop it up there. There's your. Now you can hang your clothes. Put your shelves up here. You can put more shelves down here. They give me this kit comes with a longer shelf, but since I got a dresser in the way, I'm not going to do that. I could always cut it, and then I can have smaller shelves. Do it that way. Very versatile kit. Yeah, pretty much do whatever you want with it as long as you have the right tools. You know, cutting tools. You know, your imagination is up to you. Also, with these brackets, you can expand it, add more shelves later, buy smaller parts, kit versions you can add to it, make it longer, whatever you want. So it's a pretty versatile kit, shelving kit. Okay, and don't forget these little end caps. Put them on the end here, whether you trimmed it or cut it or where it came out of the box like this. Make sure you put those in. Protect yourself. You don't have to scratch yourself up. Much like the rod end parts that we pushed in earlier. Alright.